Freedom of the name. Oh, am I live? I am live. Okay. Um, hello. Okay, so it's been a while, and uh, what okay. So anyway, today I wanted to speak about something that happened to me. Um, well, it happened to me. Something that happened to me, and today I'm feeling a little relaxed, kind of a little, um, just kind of feeling a little bit all over the place right now because it's something that I wanted to start doing, and that is I want to begin to to start doing this every day. Now I'm gonna try because my news is that I want to start doing this every day and not skipping any days because I know some things happening when I skip days. Well, so many days anyway. I noticed that that it's something a little off when you don't when you're not operating in your gift like you should. Okay, because my gift is daily, and it has to be in operation every single day, even on here or off of here. But mostly, I need to be operating in my gift every single day. Okay, so I'm gonna make this brief before my phone dies, because it's going to die in a minute. Okay. Anyway, so today I just wanted to speak about um experience that happened to me. Um, I hope it's streaming everywhere, but something that happened to me um when I was out driving my car. I was just getting off of work, and it was late at night, let's just say in the midnight hour, and I was trying to trying to get home and relax and everything. As I was driving down my regular route, as I was driving down my regular route, I noticed the streets was cleared. The streets were clear. There was no one driving, and sometimes you would see someone driving on this road because it was a main road. So it's normally people driving on it no matter what the hour is. And it's off and on. Okay. So I was driving on the road. As I was driving on this road, there was no one else but me on the road. And that night I decided that I wasn't going to turn on any music or have anything planned while driving that road. And so it was really quiet in my car. And then I heard something say to me this big word called diabolical. Now, I don't never use that word, so I didn't know where it came from. So I was like, let me look this word up. So I looked the word up. I looked up diabolical, and I looked through it, trying to speed through reading it. And I looked at the end of it, and then I was like, that's not telling me too much about it. So then I looked right through it and looked back up to the beginning of it, which it said, I looked at the word again. I said diabolical. I looked at diabolical. Next to it, immediately next to it, was evil. And I was like, evil? And so I began to say, what's going on, Lord? What's going on? And I kept saying that. I kept saying diabolical. Diabolical. What does that mean? Next thing I know, I looked around. Immediately I looked at myself like, what? Am I doing something I'm, not supposed to do? What's going on? And then I looked around me. As I looked in the rear view mirror, I noticed this big truck in the far distance. It was coming down the street. Now, it's a 2-lane street. This truck was in the middle between, he had one wheel in the one lane and one wheel in the other lane. As he got closer, I noticed that. And I was like, whoa, is this man going to pull over? And then I realized he was not going to pull over. So I said, either I can sit here in the midst of this man, not, just being, if I was just wouldn't have humbled myself. You know what I'm saying? I was thinking like, okay, should I just be like, I'm not about to move? Or should I be like, humble myself and bow out? I had a decision to make at that point. And the decision that I made was I turned on my flashers. He still was on both lanes of the street. I turned on the little flashers that you cut on for like basically I'm right here to let you know that I'm here. So I had those safety lights on, and he still was coming. And it was a black truck. It was big, taller than my car. And so I began to realize that this truck was not going to pull over. So my thing was to humble myself. And I bowed out. I scoot over far distance. And I was able to do that. No cars was coming. I was safe. And so I moved over, and the car just kept going. It did not stop. And it went past me. And thanks be to God that I got the word first. The word came to me in a big word, diabolical. I looked it up, just going past the stuff, past what it was, to look at the rest of the definition, to get past all that extra stuff. But I should have just kept it at the main thing, which was, when I looked diabolical again and I looked next to it, it just said it means evil. So I thank God for that type of supernatural power that was presented to me at the right time. I'm not saying if I had not turned my music off, I wouldn't have heard them. Even if my music was on, I still would have heard. But it's just something how God is. And he forewarns us about things before they even transpire. Which is why it doesn't take us to venture off and dating anyone or even seeing them. If the Lord already told you something, you have to take heed to what the Father is saying. If he said it, that's exactly what he meant. And we can't make more of it or less of it. We have to take heed immediately. So as you are making your steps, you will notice as you are stepping in to where you're supposed to step into, you'll notice that God will provide you with what you need. And at that time, he provided me with a long word, looked up the definition, and I immediately was humbled. Couldn't get mad and say, hey, this man, he gonna watch out for me. I'm right here. I'm not moving. No, I was humble enough to move over a distance enough. Because I got to thinking, I was like, if I move over, is he still going to stop? Is he going to move over where I am? No, he didn't do that. Once I moved over, he just kept going where he was going, and he was still on both sides of the street with that big Tonka truck. And I just want to thank God. I do. I thank God. Thank you, Lord. Thank you. Because who can bless you other than God? Who can bless you other than God? He helps us in our uncertainties. And he's great. He's the great I am. So it's a blessing. It's a blessing. So that's just it's a blessing. Also, I wanted to share something else about the power of God. And this was all in the same week. I was standing outside doing my work that I was supposed to do. And I was taking pictures of something. I was taking a picture. And so I was backing up. As I backed up, something nudged me on my right hand side. It nudged me right here on my right hand side. And I kept feeling it. I'm like, who's touching me? Now, I could have got angry, upset, mad, like any other person would have done, but that's not what I did. Because it was like a soft touch, but hard. It was soft but hard. So it was like it was pushing me. And so I moved forward a little bit after I got the little nudge on my back. I moved forward a little bit. And as I moved forward, I turned around and it was so many cars stopped right there behind me. Okay. Meaning that I was backing up into the streets. I was backed up in the streets as I was taking the pictures. And I did not even know that I was that far out in the streets. But if it had not been for the nudge that I felt on my right shoulder and it's pushed me forward, I would have got hit. I would have gotten hit, but I didn't get hit. I didn't get hit. I was safe. I was safe. And that nudge was all I needed. I mean, I thank God so much for being a part of my life and all the things that it is that you are to take heed to, Spirit. Spirit, you have got to take heed to God for the blessings to happen in your life. And He is wanting to bless us. He's not here for us to be in the curse that was passed down from generations to generations. Just because they said that that a curse lasts for 4 generations doesn't mean that it has to last for 4 generations with you. You can be the one that end it. And that's simple as that. I don't agree with anything that the enemy says. No. He wants us to believe for one-track mind, that one-track mind, which in return is a double mind. It's a double mind. The one-track mind is a double mind. Although it's going one track, it's still double, it's still split. That's funny, but it's not funny. It's real. So I'm just so happy. So satisfied with what took place. I wasn't that high on a pedestal to the point where I couldn't take heed to the Spirit. So I am your host, Shante Washington, and you have tuned into the Freedom of Night with Shante Washington. Stay blessed. Tune in for more. Peace.